Hey everyone, welcome back to more Rogue Lords. I'm DisturbingPuppet. We're going to continue our run here that we started before with the Headless
My
Horseman,
codex, the more
the
I
Lady in White,
spread terror, the
and Bloody
more
Mary.
my disciples will gather up.
Let's jump back. We're technically starting the second chapter of the first mission. A bunch of bonuses up ahead. I think what we're going to do until we get some of my demonic essence back is to head over here to the Styx Fountain, which is where we get that. We can get an event on the way, give up a card on the way. Gonna have to fight an elite no matter what once we get up here, so I feel like that's definite. Then maybe we'll see if we can get some stuff at the Grim Reaper. That seems like a plan, so that's what the middle path. So what does this give us? 60 souls. Chosen disciple earn a second random trait when the event is over. That is pretty darn good. We could just do that. Yeah, maybe we'll go for that one instead. Double number of souls, double number of souls. Yeah, let's head out and we'll go far right then so we can get extra traits. Because those are things that are going to buff damage, health, all that kind of stuff. That's what we want to prioritize.
I hear the murmurs of the trees. They're fed up with humans. Let us answer their prayers.
Okay, we're at a sacrificial stone. This is where we get rid of a skill. As the disciples approach, a pile of rock seems to come alive. A set of glyphs written in blood form a symbol that your servants recognize easily, that of a sacrificial altar. Disciples are pulled towards the sacrificial altar, which reacts to their approach.
This sacrifice will make one of you more powerful. But who will I choose?
So you can see we have these blocked off spots. By doing this, we not only get rid of a skill, it won't come up again, so if there's something we really don't want, that's a way to get rid of it, and it will unlock an additional slot for us. Who wants to get rid of something, and what are our options? I don't really want to get rid of anything that does any damage to the spirit, and we have some pretty good skills here for her. If we can get another mask, we could get 3 and upgrade that. For you, I like all of your stuff. I like having this to be able to do some spirit damage. We've got this to steal some if we get hit a bunch first. We need this to attract attention. A little bit of bleed is nice. For Bloody Mary, she's got some 2-cost attacks that aren't really that great. So like 2 for 7 to 12, 2 for 6 to 10. Like, it's not really that awesome. I think we could probably get rid of this. This was a good pickup, I think, and then this has gone well. So let's get rid of the Mirror Blade. That's 6 to 10, where's this 7 to 12? Both bloodthirsty. Yeah, let's get rid of this. So she's got a new slot.
I am pleased with these offerings.
And we can
Take them.
immediately pick something as well. I already have bleeding, but it's upgraded. I do have stabbing, although upgrading this isn't that big of a deal. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo lets me steal something, but it's a conclusion, which means if I use it, the turn's done. None of these are really that fantastic. A weaker bleed to add to the bigger bleed I have is okay. But it sort of creates a skill problem in that I've got to then upgrade that one as well, or grab some other basic bleeds so we can upgrade the bleeds. We could aim to upgrade the stabbing. At level 2, it's 14 to 21 damage for 2. That's more reasonable, but it's still kind of expensive. And I can only attack the target with the least HP with this. This is at least stealing some health and spirit back. I'll take this just to have a way to kind of get some health back if I need it. Well, health and spirit power if I need it. Okay, so we're going to head up straight. Right? Yeah, second random trait. We want traits. We actually have a couple things here. There's another sacrificial altar. If we want to, it is optional. Is there anything I'd want to get rid of, though? I really like these. I really want to upgrade Torment first before I would do anything else. I just picked up the secret boot, which I do like. It's a bit expensive, though. Maybe I could get something cheaper that does something similar, but it does do quite a bit of damage for just its basic form, and then it goes up. Well, not a lot at the second stage. This is quite good to get some health back. This is just nice. Upgrading on guard would be nice. I mean, I could get rid of the stabbing as well. That's a thought. But let's do the event first. I think I can do this either before or after. Let's do this. Okay, so our options for upgrades, which might be the main thing. Extra 18 health, that's quite good. 5 health, 5 max spirit points, 2 ruse, physical damage. I mean, the most benefit really is here. What we need is occultism. Your occultism is pretty bad at 4, but it's about the same as everybody else. So I feel like this isn't a bad idea for her to have some, additional ability to take some shots physically. So we'll go with this.
This is no task for a peasant.
Disciples enter a village where a huge pyre has been built. At its center is a woman tied to a stake, struggling to free herself. No one is watching. If she is a witch, you should probably save her. She'll be of more use to you alive than dead. The White Lady offers to check if she's really a witch or merely a falsely accused innocent soul. So let's go ahead and increase my chance.
It's high time I
Only 5 to get to 90. Yeah, let's just go 90.
The dice were loaded from the start.
And hope for the best. Success.
Never fail.
The White Lady feels a noxious aura typical of black magic practitioners emanating from the accursed woman. She is definitely a real witch. Ha! I'll never tire of the powers death granted me.
You have to know how to prod destiny in order to remain powerful.
So she picks up Talented for some extra health and damage. Very nice. And then we can examine, free, or leave her. Let's free her. Make the most sense. The White Lady finishes untying the witch. She gives her a meaningful look and slips an old spellbook in her belongings. Then she puts a curse on the village that almost burned her at the stake and disappears into the night.
Take everything you can.
Okay, so we have possession. Good amount of spirit damage and exhaustion. Dread I already have. This would get me 2 of them. The upgraded version doesn't cost anything. That's quite good. Remove a control. I don't even know what a control is. Apply a presence of mind for each removed status. Recharge 1 skill for each removed status. Okay, targets all of them. Oh, yeah, I don't know what a control is. The presence of mind means they're going to take more spirit damage. Interesting. I like the idea. Actually, is this dread might be higher. I think this is upgraded. The one I have is not. 8 to 12 for 1 is pretty good. I'm just going to replace the one that I have. Because why not?
You have to know how to prod destiny in order to remain powerful.
And she also picks up punching bag.
You have to know how to prod destiny in order to remain powerful.
Because of the terror level, she also picks up obstinate, so some occultism and some health and spirit points. Nice. So that's going to make her a whole lot tougher. So you can see we're at 20 and 32. Got intellectual here. Up to 48 and 40 with all those bonuses. So talented, punching bag, and obstinate, helping quite a bit there. Whereas Headless Horseman has nothing. Yeah. What do we want to do as far as getting rid of a skill, potentially? I could definitely get rid of stabbing. That is true. Yeah, I think that's probably my best bet if I want to do something. So we'll go to the sacrificial altar.
This sacrifice will make one of you more powerful. But who will I choose?
So basically getting rid of physical attacks in exchange for mostly spirit and bleed effects.
Choose quickly. Evil will not spread by itself.
Okay, I could pick up a second Twist of Fate, get me closer to getting that leveled up. I think the Eeny Meeny Miny Mo I have is upgraded, isn't it? No, it's a basic one. So I could just take another Eeny Meeny Miny Mo so we get that close to leveling. We could take the Twist of Fate to get that close to leveling. The bleed we have is higher level, yeah. So either Eeny Meeny Miny Mo or the damage resistance. This one does have conclusion on it, so you have to be careful about the timing. I can't use it twice in a turn, but it would be nice to upgrade it. Yeah, let's take this, just because I want to plan on getting a third one to upgrade that. If I can come across the skill in. Anyway. Okay. So we're off. The only way it connects. Up to the Styx Fountain, get our demonic essence back. You can smell the noxious waters of the Styx even before you see the source. So this is one we haven't actually seen before. You can only withdraw energy from the source one time. Your disciples assemble around the altar awaiting your orders.
Ah, the Styx, with the putrid corpses that crowd its waters.
So the other thing that we can do is remove negative traits, but I don't have any. And actually last time I only picked up, I think, 1 or 2 overall. Maybe 2. Let's get our diabolic essence back. Makes the devil happy. As he moans in my ear. Yeah, what are we gonna do? I think... Let's go to... the Grim Reaper. Rather than the fight. I think that's what we want to do. And then I could try to upgrade a skill, but then I don't have access to it for the
What a
elite fight.
charming valley. My disciples will have to fix that. The conductor of souls finally deigns to show himself.
Oh, if only I had a
Don't
little
make him
more.
wait.
We could upgrade either one of these if I just had the souls. It's unfortunate I don't. All I can do is upgrade a skill. That's all I can afford to do. So yeah, having 2 of those would be nice to get that upgraded. I'm going to upgrade something. I feel like upgrading something for the Headless Horseman isn't a bad idea. Taking the Unguard skill makes things a bit risky because he's sort of a tank for us for the elite fight. Losing the slash temporarily isn't that big of a deal. Secret boot we haven't used yet. It does cost me 2. Yeah, I wish I had enough to upgrade one of these skills, though, instead. Let's go with the slash here, I think. So I'm not doing a lot of physical attacks, so I feel like it's okay to kind of get rid of one temporarily. Next off, don't think it really matters. It doesn't really give me any information on these for what I'm going to fight. So whatever, we'll just pick the right one. they see your disciples, the peasants will run off to sound the alarm in the nearby villages. They'll be waiting for you, and that is not to your advantage. A bunch of negative things up ahead. So double the cost here. Each disciple begins combat with 2 charges of a random control status against the elites. You definitely want to avoid that. And upon arrival in the zone, one of your disciples receives a random negative trait here. So that does mean we probably want to go out this way, but then there's an elite fight. Which is kind of negative. I do want to get back to the Grim Reaper to pick up my stuff. Doubling the cost here doesn't really matter that much, because it's an altar. This is dangerous for combat. So probably we'll go this route, and then go through multiple events to try to buff people up. But we have to survive this first.
That shack looks like it's about to collapse. Maybe I should blow on it.
Alright, into an elite combat. This might suck. It's probably going to hurt. Okay, they've got some HP protection, not a huge deal. Decent attacks coming out. So I think we probably want to start with getting everybody nice and depressed. Take out the mediums first, probably. I could reduce the amount of damage coming at me. Could reduce damage this way as well. Yeah, let's reduce your damage output a bit. Knock you down as well. Then what do we want to do? We could throw some bleed out on someone who's got low health, but the mediums we should be able to take out with spirit power attacks. Unfortunately, most of my things cost more. 9 to 13 is a pretty good range here. Could just get my mask up for the end of the turn, randomly hit somebody. Let's go ahead and hammer you. Maybe we'll get lucky. What does this do again? We inflict spiritual damage, we earn extra physical, burn and depression do 2 times as much. And we got depression stacks out, so they do 8 to 12 spirit damage, which is pretty fantastic. She's vulnerable already. But he just repaired some, that's too bad. Lots of attacks coming in.
I have to get my hands dirty again.
Let's go mask. Don't want to use too many actions here. That's also too... I think I'm gonna have to, though.
Who should I kill?
Can always knock somebody down with this. Does cost me 2, though. She's not even doing that much, but she's the only one I can really easily take out here. So let's drop you. Give you the boot to finish you off.
Your head is mine.
Big attack coming in. Nothing I can really steal to do much of anything. I'm getting very badly hurt by the spirit damage here. Okay, healing again.
What game are we playing?
I'd like to get the 7 years bad luck back. Throw some bleed on this guy as well.
Who should I kill?
Nope, we can steal some back. Let's do that.
Don't have a chance.
Excellent, excellent. Tons of damage. Let's go ahead and get my skills back.
I'm bathed in opulence.
I could definitely take her out. Might be my best choice.
Dirty again.
Get her to 0, then use this to finish her off. Did take everything I had, but we're in okay shape. Big physical attack coming out.
What game are we playing?
Let's reduce your damage.
I want to start.
Maybe throw some bleed on you as well, because why not? Let's get my skills back with you.
I have to get my hands dirty again.
Yeah, we do exhaustion, we do less damage, so let's hit you with the exhaustion as well. Some spirit damage. That's way less attack coming in at us.
Leave me alone.
Bleed triggering there. Okay, you're gonna heal.
Who should I kill?
I have to get my hands dirty again.
Let's throw out the torment. Get my skills back.
I'm bathed in opulence.
What game are we playing?
I hate to do this, but I kind of need her
Mirror,
with
mirror,
something
who shall die tonight?
free to go. Can't do anything with you. I can do some basic spirit damage here, but it's not much. Just get my mask up. Or throw some more bleed stacks on there. Let's go, bleed stacks. So healed up, but when he or she takes an action, take a lot of health damage, 5 to 8 per stack, which is pretty fantastic. I think we draw the attack over to you.
On guard.
What game are we playing?
I have to get my hands dirty again.
I think this is for each different status effect. I don't think it's like every stack of status effect. So I can do a pretty big hit here. Yeah, just 2 because of the 2 different effects. Reducing damage is a possibility.
Who should I kill?
Let's just throw on the Torment Mask again. Okay, gonna go for a heal. Not a fan of that. Let's hit you with a bunch of crap. Have some depression, some spirit damage. Did that get rid of my bleed stacks? I think it did. That's weird. Yeah, it really should allow me to stack more things. It's something I noticed before was when I had some kind of a positive buff. I think it was, yeah, with him I had a shell, so it was protecting me from some damage, and I wanted to give myself some dodge as well. Well, it just canceled out my shell and gave me dodge instead. And here, I think I'm pretty sure it got rid of my blade stacks and then put the depression on there. So maybe you can only have one effect from each character, or you can only have one effect on each person. But we've got Bloody Mary's Mirror, but that's a special ability.
I have to get my hands dirty again.
Odd, odd, odd. Exhaustion, I wouldn't mind waiting on.
Who should I kill?
We can steal, so let's do that. Do some damage.
What game are we playing?
I could take a decent chunk of your abilities. Well, health mainly. Not really that much spirit damage, unfortunately. Could throw the boot out. Be 6 to 10 spirit damage. Exhaustion, I want to wait till we're doing something to negate an attack, weaken an attack of some kind. Let's give the boot a try here and see.
No, I was having fun with you.
So yeah, we've got that as well. Bunch of effects triggering there. Big attack coming out. Can we deal with that? Potentially this could one-shot if I do max damage.
I have to get my hands
It's
dirty
unlikely,
again.
but let's give it a try. Nice. Excellent. So all I have to do is any spirit points and you're dead, so we'll just take it.
Cower before my omnipotent.
Alright, that wasn't too bad.
These relics are potent enough to contain my power.
Okay, each time the Headless Horseman receives a protection status, gains 2 extra charges. That's quite good, so that's way less damage going to be taking. Ritual Bracelets. Holder earns +2 damage for each of their depleted skills. I'm not really doing much physical damage, so it doesn't really help. Split Personality. The White Lady's masks become active 2 times more at the end of the turn. 2 times more? So times 2 plus 1. So 3 times. I think that sounds good to me. We'll take Split Personality. Okay, we're off to the story chapter here. See how that goes. Cane City.
My disciples enter Capillion and find the puppeteer's shop. He knows how to make a mortal out of an imitation human. Give him a soul. To do this, he gives us a wooden puppet with a hollowed cavity. If my disciples remove a fragment from Caleb and place it in the cavity with a fragment removed from another human being, they will then be able to send the person's soul into Caleb's body, making him mortal. As for the perfect soul, the puppeteer suggests that we visit a sanctuary of the Sanctualumen, close to Junction. Intrigued, my disciples and I decide to follow his advice. Fear my rage.
Okay, if you choose to heal yourself, you'll get all your essence back and increase your max essence by 10. Interesting. Plus 30% chance of passing tests. Well, I'm more concerned about the negatives here. I think we want to go that route. If we do that, Increased chance of passing tests. I think that's fine, because we want to get as many different traits and things as we can progressing up. So let's do that. We'll head to the right and make our way along. I do like sort of the information stuff. I'd really like to see the other characters. I'm very curious. So yeah, no negative traits picked up yet. I'm curious how that artifact is going to work. Alright, let's head for the events. Nope, we've got an optional
more
thing.
than a few stone walls to keep evil from penetrating into your homes.
We've got 2 here. Let's go ahead and do the main one first. Alright. Extra spirit points. Physical damage, quite good. This is just all stats, so nothing else. So that's kind of okay. I think the physical damage might be good. Not that I'm doing a lot at the moment. We need ruse or stealth. My stats are not great, but we can always buff them.
What
So
are my
yeah,
orders?
let's try to get the assassin trait. Sanctum Luma's men are inside the walls of Ravenfall, preparing to submit the villagers to the question. They're convinced that several witches live in the area, and they're right. These fanatics of the light seem willing to do whatever it takes to eliminate the witches. With a little push from you, they might burn Ravenfall and its inhabitants. But there might be a more subtle way to use them that would also allow you to save the witches. I've seen this one before. The entire population of Ravenfall is waiting in the central square, closely watched by inquisitors. It's easy to mix in with the crowd, but almost impossible to escape it. Sanctum Luma has done a good job. The witches are trapped, and it's just a question of time before they're discovered. The question. The disciples mix in among the crowd. Hard to see that working. It's both the best hiding place and the best position from which to influence the goings-on. Headless Horseman is ready to act. Accuse a group of innocent bystanders who've actually got a better chance at that, or help the witches escape.
I shall reforge the world in my image.
This is more likely to succeed, but I'd rather help the witches. Just make that a guaranteed.
You give the orders, I carry them out.
Headless Horseman takes advantage of the crowd's agitation to help the witches escape from the Sanctum Luma. Once outside the town wall, they recognize the Headless Horseman as one of your precious disciples. They immediately fall to their knees before him and offer up all their possessions of value to thank him. Yeah, just imagine him walking into town with just a pumpkin here to get him, look sort of normal.
And to think that such a powerful relic was hidden in this rat hole.
Alright, we have a second discovery of wicked skills is generated each time you fuse 3 ordinary skills together. So we get an additional skill. Elites and bosses have 20% less HP, SP, and start with exhaustion. That's very good. Increase any acquisition of souls by 20%. Also quite good. I'm going to take the battle plans, just because we did have problems with elites and stuff before. So get the relic.
Not my head, but it'll do.
And the Headless Horseman picks up the assassin ability. And then we can also go into Millerton here. So here we've got extra spirit damage, that would be quite good. Extra health and physical damage, also very good. Max spirit points, So what are our odds here? Temptation and scare. So that's 6 scare, 2 temptation, 5 scare, 2 temptation. If I can increase the spiritual damage, like she's doing a lot of the spiritual damage for us, that would be very, very nice. I do like the additional physical damage. But yeah, he's kind of falling behind in health as well, so maybe we'll go ahead and take the Headless Horseman out for this.
What are my orders?
Rumor has it that Sister Dolores, a powerful Sanctum Luma exorcist, is in Millerton. She protects the region by banishing evil from the hearts of humankind. This mortal is a threat that must be eliminated at any price, but killing her isn't enough. Her reputation must also be ruined to ensure that her devotees lose faith in her power. That way, your dominion over Millerton would be uncontested. Because of Sister Dolores, there's no crime or violence in Millerton. Here, all the inhabitants are fervent Sanctum Luma devotees. So much goodwill is thoroughly revolting. Defeating Sister Dolores in a public place would show the inhabitants that the light is useless against your power, but the Headless Horseman might be able to push her to betray the mortals she protects. We can possess her. Okay, yeah, let's possess her.
Down to business.
80... Let's just make it 100%.
The only limit to
Using
my
too much of my
power
demonic power
is
here.
my imagination.
You give the orders, I carry them out.
Headless Horseman enters the Exorcist's thoughts to try to influence her. He deforms her vision so the inhabitants of Millerton look like demons that are threatening humanity. Sister Dolores accepts this vision as a revelation. The light has spoken to her, one of its most faithful servants. Submerged by blind faith, she begins to purify Millerton of evil. At first, paralyzed by incomprehension, the villagers eventually react. They band together to kill their crazed former protector. This night, the Sanctum Luma lost a precious exorcist.
Scream as loud
Nice.
as you can,
Get some
condemned
souls.
souls. I'm the only
Not my head, but it'll do.
And we'll pick up Ruffian for some health and physical damage. Very nice. Okay. So, yeah, we want to move up this way. So, double cost, but it's just a sacrificial altar. I don't know what I'm going to sacrifice, though, is the thing. I'll have to figure it out. I think I have to sacrifice something. I don't think I have a choice.
What a charming valley. My disciples will have to fix that.
So, it does run us a little bit of a risk doing an event. Let's go ahead and do it, though. So I think we should go on whoever has the best chance, not really what the benefits are. So occultism or scare. Scare 5, occultism 6. Scare 6. Scare 6. So yeah, 6 is the highest. Anyone's got a 6 for something. So who gets the best result? Spiritual damage. 3 hit points. Physical damage, spiritual points. She could use some more health. I think the spiritual damage here is what I wanted her to go for, so we'll try to get medium.
Indeed, this is no task for a peasant.
On the road, a cry attracts your attention. It's a farmer who is scared by a threatening silhouette he saw in a field. Examine the silhouette more closely and discover that it is a scarecrow and not a beast of hell, but maybe you can turn the situation to your advantage. Scarecrow is wrapped in a black cape and does in fact look like a creature of the night. Before your defeat at the hands of the demon hunters, some scarecrows were like marionettes that came to life at night to attack innocent passerbys in the dark. It won't take long for the farmer to realize his mistake. The White Lady has to act fast. Bring the scarecrow to life or scare the farmer. So we've got a base 70% here. If I want to
I shall
increase
record
it,
the world in my image.
it's going to cost me 10, but it does make it 100%. I feel like it's getting kind of risky, but I'm going to go ahead and do that.
To my power.
We definitely need to get some more
My
diabolic essence.
imagination.
Let's just scare the farmer.
A lady never fails.
The White Lady lets out a horrendous wail capable of curdling the farmer's blood. The night sky outlines her silhouette that could be the scarecrow's twin. The stunned farmer is at your mercy. What do you do with him? This will cause terror to spread, or we can get souls. I kind of want souls. Let's devour his soul. Terror has broken the farmer's mind so completely that he puts up no resistance when you infiltrate his soul. You feast upon him with relish, savoring each regret, each embarrassment, each unspoken desire that you discover.
I feel my strength increasing.
Get diabolic essence for that. So I came out 5 ahead. I just wanted souls.
You have to know how to prod destiny in order to remain powerful.
We do get the medium skill. Alright. I have to do the sacrificial stuff. I do not know what I'm going to
When
sacrifice.
I give, I get.
Don't have a lot of options. This is quite good. Bleed is pretty good. This I want to upgrade. This reduces damage, which is quite nice. The secret boot is just kind of okay. It's not upgraded. If I have to give up something, I think that's probably what I will give up. Even though it sucks. Yeah, we'll do that. Because I know there's other things he can get that will do spirit
With
damage.
that, the humans will finally submit to my yoke.
So I can get max stats, but I take some damage. Get some dodge, or we can hit everyone for a little bit of HP. None of these are that great, honestly. I kind of don't necessarily like them, because we're not really doing a lot of physical attacks, so I feel like this is kind of a waste. The dodge is okay, but then I don't get the shield. And this just sort of seems pointless. Eventually, if it's upgraded, it gets good. But as it is, it's kind of useless at the moment. I could take it hoping I can get the upgrades because it'll increase my max HP. And I wonder if it's just for that current fight if I cast it. And then gives me the bonus at the 3rd level. It doesn't even cost me anything, which is quite nice. I guess I'll take it just to see if maybe something else comes along where I can get multiple copies of it to upgrade it. But if not, we'll just get rid of it at some point. Alright, so we have a bunch of events to go through, and then we'll hit the Grim Reaper. The Old Cemetery. Ooh, omnipotent, look at that. Medium. Spiritual damage doesn't really matter. Spirit points. I really need health for her. It's a scare and occultism. So 5 and 6. 6 and 2. 6 and 4. So it's only the highest one that really matters for our options. What's the best one? Having a bunch more skills is generally nice. Spirit damage is okay. Spirit points helps me tank a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it would help me tank a little bit here for the spirit attacks. I feel like it's a bit weak on that front.
What are my orders?
Massive crowd is gathered in the courtyard in front of the Old Cemetery Sanctuary. Old Cemetery Sanctuary. Priestesses are blessing the entire population of the village in a huge purification ceremony. This is a perfect opportunity to spread some evil, but you have to be careful of the priestesses who are there to ensure that the ritual goes off without a hitch. Sanctum Lumina. Priestesses guarantee the purity of souls. They perform purification ceremonies, pass sacred knowledge down to the children, and exorcise contaminated souls. Without them, you'd be welcoming a lot more residents to hell. For every priestess you eliminate, your realm will be a little richer. Okay. Headless Horseman blends into the crowd. Again, not sure how that's going to happen. So yeah, we could just harvest the souls of the villagers and get a bunch of souls. Deviate the ceremony. I don't know what that would do. Create a wave of panic. I feel like these are usually the best options. Like this might just get me a little bit of souls. I don't know what deviate the ceremony would do. Let's try creating a wave of panic. 80%.
You give the orders, I carry them out.
Headless Horseman distorts the villagers' senses, so the priestess's ceremony looks like a demonic ritual. The crowd is instantly in tumult. The priestesses try to soothe the assembly, but their actions only feed the villagers' paranoia. Many deaths will be counted before the night is over, and the survivors will never go near a sanctuary again.
I defile. I corrupt.
Okay.
I pervert.
So we added some effects because of terror. So upon arrival in this zone, we only have options for the left two. You discover a trait for one of your disciples, or upon arrival in the zone, the devil receives 10 essence and max essence. That's pretty darn good. Both of them are nice.
Not my head.
And then I
but
pick
it'll
up
do.
medium as well, so a little bit of spirit damage. Not that that matters too much, but spirit points help me suffer some hits there. Your hold over the world of mortals is
These
growing.
relics
Gain a
are
level of
potent
terror,
enough
so we
to
got
contain
a
my
relic.
power.
Each time you sacrifice a skill, you earn 80 souls. Okay, that's interesting. We've got two things for Bloody Mary. After each combat, the holder's max HP and SP permanently increase by 2. That's quite good. Cursed Apple. Holder earns +2 to all their social characteristics. Each time they pass a social test, you earn +8 Diabolic Essence. That's also very good. Interesting. I do want to level up other people, though. If I have the Cursed Apple, I kind of feel like it's just going to be just her getting levels. I think I'm going to take the Ritual Dagger, just to give her some additional toughness as we progress through. Alright, so I only have one option. We move along to the next event. See your disciples. The peasants run off to sound the alarm. They'll be waiting for you.
No one stands against the Prince of Hell.
Some negative effects off on the flanks. The relics in your store are deactivated until you leave the zone, or one of your disciples receives a random negative trait. We're probably just going to go for the middle anyway, I think. Is this one... Yeah, 10 essence and max essence. This one is a trait for one of your disciples. We don't have our relics, but it's only, shopping, so it's not a big deal. Random negative trait, so that's quite bad. So we're only going to go to one of these two anyway. The question is just, do we want the demonic essence, or do we want a trait? Like a free trait is pretty good. I think we'll just go for the demonic essence, because that's really like the main actual thing that matters for Life Force. But first, we have the Worm-Eaten Shack. So this is based on occultism. Omnipotent again, if we get it. Occultism, best is actually here with 6. 18 max health points would be quite nice, but your occultism's terrible. Physical and spiritual damage, also quite nice. Occultism isn't terrible. Yeah, the 18 health points would be quite a lot. But I could always use my demonic essence to make that happen. Would actually get him to the point of really being a good tank for us as well. I'm gonna have to go for it, just so I can get the health, I think. As your disciples attack the sanctuary, they discover that it's still under construction. It's an amazing opportunity to corrupt the foundations and cause a major setback for the Sanct to illumine. Sanctuaries are modeled after the places of worship used by an ancient religion of good that you crushed long before your exile. The Sancto Illumine stole their symbolism in order to present themselves as messengers of the light. They boast that this makes them capable of squaring off against the demonic hordes. We're going to have to show them just how wrong they are. Headless Horseman is ready to destroy the sanctuary. Yeah, I could just destroy it. Corrupt. How much is that going to cost?
Business.
It's only 10 points to get to 80%. But then 15 for 100. I'm worried at 80% I'm going to fail. Let's go ahead and just
Dice were loaded from the start.
make this a guarantee.
You give the orders, I carry them out.
Headless Horseman alters the sacred magic that protects the sanctuary so that it contaminates all the souls touched by the light that enter its walls. Sancto Illumine followers who attend ceremonies here will be slowly contaminated by evil and will join your ranks without even realizing it.
Souls rotten
And souls,
with
nice.
vice. Oh, they shall be very useful.
And the White Lady has a reaction, so we might get a positive or negative trait here. You get things done better than all 13 of my husbands put together.
You have to know how to prod destiny in order to remain powerful.
So she picks up Apprentice because of that interaction there, so 1 occultism and 6 health points.
Not my head, but
And we
it'll
get
do.
Punching Bag. Excellent. Alright, so yeah, I think we're just going to go for the middle here for the essence, since I am getting a bit low. And I'll kind of have to prioritize... Actually, which one is that? It's the right. It should show the symbols. Yeah, it does. It's just really hard to see the little purple effect there. This away.
By dawn, these lands will be mine.
So those are our max essence increase. 10 more. Nice. So we have the Grim Reaper. We also have a Sacrificial Stone if I want to get rid of something. I could. Let's go talk to the Grim Reaper first. Alright, as agreed, I infused the souls you gave me into the skill Slash. Its strength has been greatly multiplied. Skill Slash now is Wicked.
Choose quickly. Evil will not...
Thank you.
Ah,
Thank you,
a
thank you.
conductor of souls.
Okay, I do have enough to
All
level
those
things
innocent
up.
souls I harvested will finally be of
It's
use.
also a relic. Earn an action point bonus each time you lose Diabolic Essence. That's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. I didn't think these would pop up again. I think it's kind of in the description. Actually, this is a different skill. It just looks very similar to the other. I do really like 7 Years Bad Luck. That's very good for us. I think going ahead and upgrading this would be quite nice. So it's essentially doubling the effect. So we'll get that upgraded.
Choose quickly. Evil will not spread by itself.
So what does Clumsiness do? Minus 10 HP inflicted by skills. Okay. So it's either 15 or 30 spirit point damage and Clumsiness. Do some damage. Recharge depleted skill with the highest AP cost. $18 to 22 HP. Deplete the skill with the lowest AP cost. I do like that this is only one energy cost. It's bloodthirsty, so I can only target the lowest health person anyway. I feel like we should probably just keep going all in on spirit point damage. So maybe I'll take the Shard of Psyche. Yeah, let's take that for now at least. And I don't have enough to grab anything else. I could upgrade a skill. If I was going to do that, what would I upgrade? Both Possession and Decadence are very good. If we could get those upgraded, that would be awesome. I could just upgrade this, not have to worry about trying to pick it up. At the next step, gaining 6 HP and SP. It does say max, but I think that's probably just for the battle. I don't think that's like permanent. If it's permanent, that seems really, really powerful. Like, insanely powerful. And there's also the 7 Years Bad Luck, which I like a lot. The next step, we're not doing a huge amount more damage, but we do get 2 stacks of Depression, which is good. Oh, this is already level 2. Okay. So the white level 1, purple level 2, and then kind of gold would be the third max level. I'm worried if I get rid of these, even temporarily to upgrade them, that we're going to have some trouble being able to do much. Actually, we can get back to the Grim Reaper quite quickly, though. So I don't even have to get into a fight. We could get to the Grim Reaper before we even have to fight anything. Oh, this is random. It could be a fight. We'll probably go for the event. Okay. Let's go ahead and I think we'll go with the 7 Years Bad Luck. That's the most tempting. I'm assuming the evolution there should also be replay this effect for each status effect the target has. It's just not listed, so I'm wondering if upgrading it does that, in which case it may not be that useful. Like this says apply when exhaustion, doesn't show. It's got to be included. It's just not stated. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the 7 Years Bad Luck. That will do. Okay, I've got a sacrificial stone. I'm just going to take a look really quick, see if there's anything I would want to get rid of. No. I could get rid of this. It would mean unlocking the last spot and getting a different skill. You're all unlocked. There's no point unless it's something I don't want to have. I need to unlock these spots, but I don't really have anything I want to get rid of. So I need to upgrade Torment first. Then maybe pick up something not so great, and then I could use that to just kind of unlock those other spots. Yeah, I mean, I could just get rid of the self-discipline. Interesting little pentagram here. Yeah, let's do that. See if I can get something a bit more useful for the Headless Horseman.
When I give, I get.
So let's get rid of self-discipline. Unlock the final spot for you.
Simple
What do
mortal
we have?
trinkets. You'd better find a use for them.
We hit everyone with 6 to 10 spirit points, and we get zombie on them. So zombie means healing that they would normally get does damage to them. That's quite good. Does hit everybody. It's very expensive, but that is really good. I could just take another devouring charge, so we'd have 2 of these, so I could potentially get that upgraded. But I do like Spectral Torpor, although it's very expensive. I'll take that. Do you want to be careful what skills you get? Because you don't have those limited spots to pick up the 3 to actually upgrade stuff. Okay, we're off to the next story section.
Stone by stone, I will tear down everything the Sanctualumen built.
I think it was actually like 5 chapters. We're on 3. The map just keeps getting bigger. Yeah, so that's 4, and I think 5 is the final one. No, actually, this is chapter 3, starting out. So 3, we've done 3. 1, 2, 3, this is 4, then 5, and then 6 is the final. So you can kind of see these missions take quite a while. Well, let's go ahead and check this out, though, before we finish up.
My disciples arrive at the sanctuary. There they discover a priest who no longer preaches. He tells them that he took part in the creation of a monster, who then returned to dispossess him of his inspiration, Caleb. We offer him a chance to take his revenge on his creature. He accepts. My disciples, on the pretext of making a trap, take one of his hairs and ask for a fragment of Caleb. He gives them a bit of the wood used in his making. The 2 elements of the ritual secure inside the puppet, my disciples and the priest go their separate ways. The latter leaves for the town of New Florentine to find Caleb, and my servants set off for an abandoned farm. The people fear me once again. That is how it should be.
There's chance of passing tests. Nice. Discover a trait for one of your disciples. It's a random. Devil receives 10 essence and max essence, also very good. But I think we're going to stick to going up on the left side. So we can get through pretty quick here. Going up this route. Still have to do an elite fight before this is over. Yeah, I think we'll do the event, hit the Grim Reaper, do the event, pick up some more essence, do a fight. I think that is the plan. But yeah, I think that'll do it for today. So another section of this initial mission. I think I'll go ahead and probably just finish this mission out with videos, and we'll just kind of see how it goes. Yeah, it's a fun interesting little game, but I can definitely feel how it could be very frustrating because you don't unlock things that help you in the long run between runs if you fail them. So you could put a lot of time into a mission and then fail it, and then just have to do the whole thing all over again, which is interesting if you have different characters and can do different things with them. But initially here I only have, a few options. All right. So let's go ahead and finish up for today. This has been more of Rogue Lords. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.